Hello, welcome back. In today's session, we want to store user password as hashed value. As you can see, we have a simple form. Here we have username, password, and role. Okay, we wrote this code to insert or create a new user on MySQL database. So, to know better, please watch the video from the video description link. There is no problem because we explained this code step by step how we can connect with MySQL database, how we can insert, how we can use the prepare statement. There is no problem. Today's we want to store password as a hashed value because now let's open MySQL workbench. As you can see, we have username, we have password, which is raw text or string, and here we have role. That password you want to store as a hashed value because for better security, the hashed password is a recommended way. Okay, let's get started. And here, what we want to do, let's define a method to convert string password into hash value. Simple, for example, private static, for example, string hash password. That is good. And here let's specify parameter, for example, string password. Okay, friends, before implementing the hash password method, let's understand the idea with this picture. For example, in a create user form, the user enters details like username, password, and role. Whenever the form is completed, the hashing function first converts the password into 64-character hexadecimal hash. Then this hashed value is stored in the database securely in unreadable format. Even if someone accesses to the database, they cannot see the original password because only the hash is stored. Okay, let's implement this method step by step. So thereafter, what we want to do? We want to import the message digest class because the message digest class can be used to convert string value into hash value. Let's import that, and here we have different import statements. We want to import here simple import java.security. Sorry, we have message digest. So after that, let's use that class to convert password into hash value. Simple. We have a method. For example, message digest. For example, md equals, and we have message digest. We have get instance method, and here we want to pass one type algorithm. We have different types of algorithm, and here let's use SHA-256. So with the help of SHA-256 algorithm, we can convert normal string value into hashed value, and this can give 46-character hashed value. That is good. And here we got an exception. There is no problem. For that, we have two ways. We have try catch block. We have through keyword. Let's use the try catch block. Simple try, and here let's close that catch. We have no such algorithm exception. That is good. So thereafter, as you can see here, we have string type password. Let's convert that into byte array, and here we will define that array. For example, byte, for example, hash equals, we have message digest. Let's use that, and we have digest method. We want to use that. So to the digest method, we want to pass this string value, which is password. Let's copy that, and here we want to use get bytes. We have different overloaded versions. Let's use that version, char set, which is character, and here let's pass UTF it. Okay guys, as you can see, we converted normal string password into byte array. Thereafter, we have a small exception which is unsupported encoding exception. Let's handle that. Simple. We have unsupported encoding exception. As you can see, the exception is fixed. So thereafter, let's define string builder to represent the hexadecimal hashed value. Simple. For example, we have string builder. String builder, for example, hexa string equals new string builder. That is good. So everything is fine. After that, we have hash array. Let's process that using the for each loop. Simple. Let's define variable byte, for example, b in our hash array. That is good. So after that, let's convert each byte into 2-digit of hexadecimal format and assign the value to hexa string variable. Simple. Hexa string dot append. We have append method, and here let's use the string class. Inside that we have format method. We can specify format also. For example, we want to specify hexadecimal format. Simple. Percentage 02 and then hexa. That is good. After that, let's pass the b variable, which is byte. So we converted each byte to hexadecimal format and we assigned its value or result to hexa string variable. Thereafter, let's return that. Simple. Return. We have hexa string and then let's convert that to string value. So after that, let's throw inside the catch block runtime exception. If the algorithm exception is not found, we want to through new runtime exception. So the job is completed and now you can store hashed password in MySQL database. Let's copy that method. Here we have create new user code. Let's define a variable. For example, string hashed password. Let's call that method and we want to get value from the txt password dot get text. That is good. Okay, instead of that, let's use the hashed password because here we passed normal string value. So let's run the application to see the result. Okay, we have already that admin123 because in our last session we implemented remember me. Let's log in and here we want to create a new user. For example, Ahmad Khan, password Ahmad123, role for example student. Okay, user created successfully. Let's check the data on MySQL database. Let's select that and then execute. As you can see, we have a user Ahmad Khan and here we have hashed password. That is good. So using the hash algorithm, you can store database password in more secure way because if someone accessed to your database, it cannot access the actual password. Okay guys, if you have any questions, you can write them in the comment. Please like, subscribe and share my videos. That is enough for today. Have a good day. See you in the next one.